Okay, what's been going on here now? I see we got other weirdnesses going on. What the hell? Sorry, guys, for whoever couldn't hear, who could hear, who could not hear. I don't know what's going on. We got lights flickering, things flickering. I'm going to have to go and edit this now. Damn, I have to go edit 20 minutes out of this poor thing. I know y'all missed all kind of good stuff. Whoever didn't get to hear us missed all kind of good stuff. I don't know. I still see it flicking, but I can hear the sound in my ears, so I know it's. I don't know what the hell is it's going on. And thanks for saying that, Electra. I was kind of like, what the hell? Because usually I get more responses. So the only people who could hear me was the ones on Facebook. Well, that bites, man. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on. Well, we went through some really good stuff in the beginning of the show. What I'll do is I thought two of the Facebook pages were responding, so they must have heard me for some reason, and everybody else wasn't. I'm not sure what was going on there, but we'll take a look at it. But in the news, like today, Japanese are building a more powerful military, citing Chinese as their number one menace. Now, remember, if it's a treaty, these guys ain't supposed to have a military. Are we going to trust them to have a powerful military again? If we give them all kind of stuff, are we really going to trust them to do this? I mean, I know they hate China. They always have hated China, but I mean, maybe China can offer them something we can't. And they say, oh, you know what? Oh, them dumb Americans armed us up like a son of a bitch. I don't know. It scares me. Well, I doubt I'll be around to see it, but Oh, you're talking. Well, wait, where did I see that at? Hold on, let me think. I did see something about ID voting laws. I think it was in North Carolina. Something about the Supreme Court turned down the first way they did it. They had to do it a different way. I think that's where it said. Well, look, I got to be honest. I don't think anybody should be able to vote without showing an ID. See, I'm kind of anti mail-in ballots. I feel like voting is like a sacred duty, and if you can't get your lazy ass up and get in your car and drive down a voting poll, then you shouldn't be allowed to vote. All these mail-in votings, it's just too easy of a way to cheat. It's just too easy of a way to cheat. Only people that should be allowed to mail in vote is the military that's abroad. If they're here, they're forced to vote anyway, so it doesn't matter. A handicap, and people just can't get out to vote. And even they should have to show an ID. Should be taking a picture or put it on the paper or copied it or something. They should have a place on the card where you put your driver's license information. Because anything that is cheating. Oh, you're not going to ever convince me that mail-in votes don't cheat. It's just too easy. It's just way too easy to cheat on it. What do you mean? I mean, okay. You're never going to be able to watch all the ballot boxes coming and going. Okay, you don't know. Somebody could picked up one, put 500,000 in two or three of them and shipped them off. Somebody else picks them up and brings them in, and they count them. Well, here's one for you. So Trump had the largest black vote of any Republican in the history of their party. It was like 30%. He also had the largest Hispanic, which was about 40%. Joe Biden, on the other hand, had one of the lowest turnouts of blacks and Hispanics in the Democratic Party. So that means that 5 million extra votes he got. And remember this, Trump also set a record in the Republican Party for the most votes ever for a president. But Biden's still beating by 4.5 million votes. Well, that's not a lot of votes when you spread it out over 50 states. Now, what is that, about 50,000 a vote of state? That's not really hard to stuff a ballot box with. It's just, I mean, there was issues in like 6 states. 3 states, they did prove that there was cheating done. I don't think it was any real consequence. Well, there's a couple of times like New York. So this lady she voted in Pennsylvania, and she voted in New York, and she voted in New Jersey. And she voted in each state about 3 times. So that's 10 votes, 9 votes. Don't ask me, man. She went on TV and talked about it. And she proved how she did it. So they couldn't even argue with her. So I was kind of like, what the? But, now if there's 100 of y'all doing that, that's 10,000 votes. That's enough to change an election. 9,000 votes. So, I mean, a local election. But if you've got that going across the whole entire country, that's a lot of votes. That's a couple 100,000 votes. That's way enough, even a couple million if you do it right. That's way enough to sway an election. And that's not if they just are not outright stuffing them, like they said they did in Pennsylvania for 2020. But the only thing that irritated me about 2020 was it was supposable at this one of the bigger polling stations. It was supposedly some kind of water catastrophe, and everybody had to leave. Come to find out, it was a toilet that overflowed. And there was at least 3 videos of people carrying in ballot boxes when the Republicans weren't there and the Independents weren't there either. It was just Democrats. So you know those were illegal ballots. You know it was. But we're not going to start a big investigation because they don't have the power. They can now, but why wait? I mean, why do it now? And if it's true that the FBI actually interfered in this election, this is not even a real election, because a lot of people, I was watching a Twitter poll the other day, and about 25,000 people said they would have voted differently if they would have known about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. And that's just in that one area. Do that across the whole country. Yeah, he'd have probably won that election. What do you mean? No, I don't really care. I mean, I liked Trump's economic. There's 2 things I liked about Trump. He kept our economy stable, and Kim Jong-un would have never launched any kind of missile while he was president, and Putin would have never invaded. No, he would have never invaded. He would have never invaded Ukraine. He said it himself. He was asked on Pravda. They asked him. He said, "No, if Mr. Trump was here, he would have probably wanted to start a full-out war over this." That's his words, not mine. So don't ask me, people. He looked like he might actually, and then Xi Jinping was scared of him. Y'all forget what went on. Okay, this is not the first president to do this, by the way. So Trump and he told Kim Jong-un, if you don't watch it, I will just blow you off the face of the planet. So he's having dinner with Xi Jinping when he unleashed that submarine. What was it, 98 cruise missiles? While he was having dinner with Xi Jinping, he launched 98 cruise missiles into Libya like it was nothing. And it wasn't nothing. After that, the sub sailed home to go get more missiles, but it's not the first time we've done that. And a couple of times, there's been presidents, mainly Republican presidents, that have put 4 subs or 3 subs around China, nuclear subs, and have them all pop up at the same time. China had no idea they were there. They just recently did that again. Trump did with 3 of them. Yeah, they just surfaced just long enough for the Chinese to see them, and then they went underwater and left. Plenty close enough to destroy their entire country without any effort at all. So those kind of things scared people, Xi Jinping's like, Jesus Christ, this dude's going to blow us off the face of the planet. I'm going to be living on the ground for 100 years. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, he made our allies pay us money back that they were supposed to pay us, which was what pissed them off. And he made our enemies stay at bay. But Joe Biden is a weak president. I mean, I don't think these guys are scared of him. Obviously, Trump Trump. I'm sorry. Obviously, Putin and Kim Jong are not scared of him. I mean, they're on a rampage. Next thing you know, Taiwan will be trying to invade. Taiwan's going to invade Russia. I mean, China. China's going to invade Taiwan. Sorry, guys, my brain's fried. No. I would like to see Taiwan. Yeah. Hey, look, let's see what the Ukraine's doing to Russia. I don't really know if Russia's really put all of its elite troops out and all of its tanks, and because we know they have stuff stacked on borders all over the place. They got troops all over. I know we got down there in Georgia and other places along the coast, along the Poland coast. I mean, the Poland border. They have troops and tanks. I mean, they're obviously not putting their whole force. Because I would think if Russia put its whole entire military after Ukraine, it should be a short cake. Look, Vietnam taught America a lesson. Come Desert Storm, Norman said, okay, we're going to bomb them into the Stone Age, and then we're going to send our troops in. And that's exactly what we did. We took out all their air-to-air, all their frac, everything, and then we rolled our tanks in. It was so funny in some places because you'd see whole tank brigades getting out of their tanks. We surrender with a white flag and stuff because they knew what was going to happen because America was just rolling through. That was Russian state-of-the-art tanks. They were just rolling through like they were nothing. Them Averys are just badass. Well, presidents like that get more respect. Now, in that case, it was Storm. It was Darth Cheney who was really running things. I mean, Bush was there. Bush was doing his job. But I think Dick was the one saying, hey, look, we're going to do it this way and that way and this way. He was actually listening to his generals. And in less than 6 months, we done took Iraq, which has a way bigger military than the Ukraine does, by the way. Yeah, way bigger. Remember at the time they had 1.5 million standing man army. That's big. That's big for any country. And yet we just rolled through it like it was nothing. We took their jets out. It was so bad with their jets, they ran over to Iran, their hated enemy. Please hide us, please hide us. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Well, that's when I first fell in love with CNN. I hate CNN now, but that's when I fell in love with them. Them boys were brave. They were up there on them balconies hanging over, getting shots, shit blowing up around them. I had to give them credit for that. And then they were reporting real news. Now CNN, NBC are just propaganda. They're like Pravda. Yeah, you might as well call them the communist side in the United States because they're just like Pravda. They put a lot of bullshit on, worthless crap. I don't know. Elon's a tough thing. You know, I really like Elon. I really do. And but there's something about he just scares me a little bit. That's all. He's a little strange, and he's not really taking any bullshit off anybody. Which we haven't had a president. I mean, somebody in our country like that. No, he can't be president. No, he's from South Africa. He's the wealthiest African in the world. Yes, wealthiest African American in the world. Yes. Oh, I don't know. Some NAACP group freaked out because when they said that. And the guy said, well, he is from Africa and he is the richest, and he is American now. So he is the richest American African anywhere. And he was African American. Yes, you know, because for a long time that was coined just a black thing, but now it's just a person thing. Yeah, because it's our country. Our country's the Stone Age still. I heard Biden threatening Congress yesterday, telling he'd bring him back to the dark ages if they didn't do what he wants. That's really not going to get the GOP to help him out. Mars. I don't know. He's building all this space stuff. Maybe I think that's why he's building. He wants to go to Mars. NASA wants to go to Mars. NASA said we'll be on Mars by 2030. Of course, they said we'd be on Mars by 2014. That's when it's supposed to be closest. And I see we didn't even get close. Eli's going. Whether NASA goes or not, Elon's going. I don't think Eli's going to go in a little way. I think he's going to send a lot of ships and a lot of equipment and everything he can. He's going to get people around the world to back him, different companies, people that want to go, people want to get involved in the technology. And he's going to Mars. He said he wants to die on Mars. Mm-hmm. He wants to establish, I call it Muskville. I have no idea. But he said he wants to show the world how a true government should treat its people and what kind of freedoms that people should have. You know, he kind of reminds me of the guy from 007 and Moonraker. Oh, no, I'll kill you right now, man. Well, I know he's got an ego, and I know he gets mad when people picks on him. Yeah, so, you know, whether or not that's going to show out on how he decides to conduct his government is yet to be seen. Dan Benongo announces end of national radio show. Well, good for you. I didn't know who you were. Obviously, we didn't know that. I don't really know. Okay, Putin's doing what we did in Vietnam. He just won't commit. And we didn't commit in Vietnam. We got our asses handed to us on a daily basis. And he's not committing, and he's getting his ass handed to him on a daily basis. I wish. Well, look, I don't want to see him invade the Ukraine either, but this needs to come to an end one way or another. Who sent me that? California county considers succession to become a new state. What county was it? When you're going to send me stuff like you got to send me counties and you know who they are and what's going on. I don't know if they can do that or not. I know states can't legally succeed from the union, so you can't do that. But I don't know if a state could be broke up. California's a big state. You could make three other states out of it. And I hate to say, two of them other states wouldn't vote blue; they would vote red. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's San Bernardino County. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll keep an eye on the story. Yeah, we will. It's a goofy story, but we'll keep an eye on it. Well, that's Microsoft news. Let's see what NBC News has to say. Desperate migrants are met with cold, no room at shelters after crossing the border. Oh shit! Because you know how many people are down there, Mr. Biden don't want to go look at the border. Where is our border czar, Kamala? I mean, look at this place. This is ridiculous. I'll have to share this in a minute. So you know, Musk banned. He banned. I don't know. Was it 9 or 10, 11, 12? I don't know. He banned a few reporters. They're pissed. They're not journalists. Don't call them journalists because they're not doing true journalism. They're doing reporting. They're not doing real journalism. Real journalism is getting the facts and digging down and getting more facts. I haven't seen real journalism in a while. I'd like to, but I haven't seen it in a while. You're not going to convince me anybody that's on Twitter is a real journalist. No, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Elon's pissed. He don't like people knowing where he's at. He don't like people following him around. But he should have known, anybody can get Airport Monitor or any of those programs that shows you arrival times. It shows you private jets. It gives you the numbers of the jets. It won't tell you who the people are, but you can figure that out on your own pretty easy. So it's all public information. Well, he's flying a private jet. He should be able to register private. Nobody should know where it is. There's a lot of people criticizing him for doing it. He's only doing it for 7 days, but still. Where are they going to go? Facebook? TikTok? They'd be trading, we'll call them traders then, be living up in the Chinese. Really, guys, it's just kind of funny to me. I know for all my friends up north, especially in Buffalo and higher parts of New York, be careful. All my friends in Canada, I know y'all are getting y'all's asses hammered. And well, that storm just passed through here. It's really weird. When it comes through Mississippi and Louisiana, it's kind of narrow. It starts to widen out about mid-Mississippi. When it gets up above the two states, it's pretty wide. By the time it gets up to you, it's like a third of the country. And all that water's coming out of the Gulf. That's where it's coming from. It's just a funnel from the Gulf. Right now, I think it's 84 degrees, so any cold. That's why we had bad weather in the first place, because the water's so warm versus the cold air. What? Capitol riot defendant planned to kill FBI agents who investigated him. Unsealed filings allege, or whatever. There is you can't find anything on Trump or anybody else. Nobody was trying to do it. I mean, I've seen all of Trump's tweets from both on Facebook and on Twitter. There's nothing. Every time you read it, it says, do it peacefully and then go home peacefully. He said it over and over. He said it on air. He said it on the radio. And you know how you know I'm right? Because if the Democrats had even one iota where he said, y'all go out and riot and we're going to take over the country, that would be all over the news. Oh, it'd be everywhere. Why do you think they're going after his tax returns? Yeah, because they can't find anything on it. That's the problem. And you can't, somebody said, oh, well, he got mad at that FBI. I said, what do you think? He's the first president to lose his temper when he lost? Give me a freaking break. That's the stupidest thing I had. Obama got pissed when he won because he almost lost. You mean the second term? The only thing that saved Obama in the second term, what kept Mitt Romney from being president, was Hurricane Sandy. Romney was five or 6 points ahead of Obama going into the election, and Hurricane Sandy came along, and then him and Governor Krispy Kreme got together, and that was the end of that. Well, I would say he won by godsend. Maybe he knows something about the big man up there. Or the big girl, I'm sorry. Or I ain't calling that thing, sorry. I'm not calling the creator that thing. Y'all can do that. No, I don't want to piss off the creator. I got enough people mad at me. Well, yeah, they were saying elections were fraud. They were pissed off. It's not like they went and rioted, poll places, or jammed out stuff. Was there any other violence in any other state? No, there wasn't. Nobody was trying to take over. A coup means you take over with the military. So I don't even know what they were saying this was about. An attempted coup. That's how you do that. If Biden won and everybody accepted it, there's no way to have a coup because our military were just removing. Yeah, so that was bullshit. Oh yeah, and they were going to go check. You should all. I mean, if you're in an election that's got this much in it, you should always check on the electoral college. You should always check on the votes. I honestly think that they should always be three parties at every place counting votes, and all of them signing off on each vote themselves. Three of them at the same time signing off on a vote, and no votes. No, I'm serious. Electronic voting? You mean over the internet now? Now you want to vote over the internet? Give me a freaking break. I'm not voting over the internet. Oh, yeah, I know you can go check on your vote, but how many other votes can you not check on? You can't check on John Jane. You can only check on your vote. Yeah, your vote got there safely, and probably another Joseph SAAs and got on that list too that you can't go check, and they're there now. They don't belong to anybody, so nobody can check them. I don't know. Every year in Chicago, dead people vote, so they drag themselves out of the coffin. They do the Michael Jackson dance, and they go down and vote, and they go drag themselves back to the coffin and go to sleep till the next election. It's a thing in Chicago. It just is. It's a thing in that part of Illinois. It's just they have been caught so many times with dead people voting. It's ridiculous. Again, everyone should have to go to a poll except for handicapped or disabled people, and you should know what that count is. How many of those are that can actually do that? So when the election, when they're doled out, you got that many and no more. This could all be secured better, but no, the liberals don't want this. They want to have illegal Mexicans vote for them. They want anybody that can vote for them. Yeah, they don't care if you vote 10 times for them. No, they don't, because they want to hold on to their power. They're greedy, shiftless, no good bastards. To me today, the Democratic Party is what the Republican Party was 30 years ago. The party that the Democrats bitch about is what they have become. That's what they've become. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I just don't. That's why I left, because they really are not the party of the people anymore. They are the party of the rich and the powerful. They could give a good shit about you all day long. I mean, look at Schumer. He got up there how many times on CNN, NBC? Oh, we got Trump. Next week it's coming out. I've seen the evidence, and he's done. Really? 4 years later, he's like, well, yeah, we got him. Yeah, whatever. I mean, how can a congressman, especially a senator or a House rep, even act like that? It's pathetic. And it's pathetic we let him get away as a nation. We can take power and we can go after people as a nation. We don't have to wait for Congress or the Supreme Court to do it. We can as a nation. I know I don't mean go get violent people. But if you start piling on and having, if you start piling emails like tons and thousands and millions of them, and you start getting out in the streets and protesting, they will listen and they will do something. So what do the Democratic Party cares if they got to cut one or two of their people? Come on, they elected Fetterman. Really, Fetterman? Oh no, you mean in Georgia? I hate to say this, I think they elected the right candidate. I like Herschel, but how much does Herschel know about politics? I mean, I know a lot of people who get in this don't know, but how much does he really understand the way politics works? So, I mean, he did good. I mean, he cast a good vote. He might beat this guy in 6 years, but I did hear that rumor where they said Warnock was running around saying white people were stupid, dumb, and look how many I got to vote for me. Yeah, I did hear that, but you got to prove that. I mean, first you got to come up with the video and prove it. Yeah, no bullshit. And you got to come up with the video and prove it. You can't just go around saying that kind of crap. Hey, look, I don't make the rules. Well, if it's not true, Warner can sue for defamation and probably get a lot of money. It would depend on who put it out there. But if Warnick doesn't sue, then it's a good odds that it's true. I would probably think somebody heard him say that, probably at some party that he was at, some racial tainted party that he was at, and that's what he said. Well, you don't think, you really don't think some white people don't get together and use the N word? Give me a break. Give me a break. Well, it's not always because they're racist. It's just a thing. Yeah, it is. I've heard too many things over the years and not to know what the difference is. You can tell a real racist person in the way, with their tone of their voice and the way they act, versus someone who's just spouting off bullshit. Well, I'm not saying it's right, but it does happen. Trying to say it doesn't happen is just hiding your ass and putting your head in the sand. Ostriches are ugly animals. Why would you want to do that? That's what I'm saying. Well, when you go through the news these days, they're kind of, yeah, it kind of fluctuates from different places to different places. I mean, the three top stories on NBC are immigrants at the border meet with cold, no room at shelters. The next one's must cheerleaders and conservative influences criticize the journalist suspension of Twitter, which is not true. There might have been five or six, but the majority of them didn't. And why K-pop is the first Broadway show to tell the Korean story. Okay, that's their. I'm not kidding you. That's their top three news stories. So let's see what CNN's are. Let's see. Tourists from around the world are stranded in Machu Picchu. Okay, that's their number one story, by the way. Second story: Jan 6 committee to announce it will refer at least three criminal charges against Trump to the DOJ. Pfft, good luck with that. I'm just saying, good luck with it. The next story is Lake Mead, newly exposed stretch of shore, has been a site of unexpected discoveries. That's their three-stop story. They're different than the other ones, but they are still different. I don't. I didn't get to see what they got to say. I don't know about anything filed against Trump. I'm not on the committee. Mm-mm. Let's see. CBS News. Court rejects GOP states' bids to delay end of Title 42 border rule. Okay. Uh, Poster boy of the insurrection is sentenced to 5 years in prison. Oh, and we gotta love this one. Brittany Griner breaks silence after release from Russian prison. Now, I don't even. Oh, I shouldn't even brought this up. This is good. So, I don't even know how the whole entire country isn't pissed off about this. I really don't. I mean, you have to be furious about this. So you've got a Marine in there who's been in there 4.5 years, who has a family who loves his country, and then you got this chick who has how many times came down to America saying it's a crappy place to live, crappy country, crappy everything, and we went. Remember, we went and saved her, and she still thinks we're a crappy country. So I mean, guys, I just don't know. You know what? Let's see what CBS has to say. Hold on. I'll pop it up. Let me see if I can pop it up first. Give me a second. Oh no, it just pisses me off. The girl was smuggling. No, 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 no. Y'all wrong. Whoever said that. No, no, it wasn't just a couple of vapes. She had cartons of them. She was actually smuggling. She was bringing something to some friends inside of there. They said about a half a suitcase full. That's smuggling, people. This country, you'd have got 10 years too for smuggling. I hate to break your little hearts. Yeah, don't buy the liberal bullshit. Go read the actual report. Well, you can find it. It's online. The one the Russians made, what they actually found, what was going on. You can find it online. Let me see if I can do it this way. You might have to do it old school. Let's see. Will you let me share?
After spending about a week at a military base in Texas. The basketball star says she plans to spend the holidays with her family, and she made a big announcement about her future, saying she wants to make one thing clear. She plans to play for her WNBA team this spring. We get details now from CBS's Ouija Jang.
Really?
A long embrace after a harrowing separation. Brittany Griner shared the picture of herself with wife Sherelle on social media and thanked everyone who advocated for her return to the U.S., writing, "The last 10 months have been a battle at every turn. I dug deep to keep my faith."
We couldn't be happier that she's home.
Vince Kozar is the president of Griner's basketball team, the Phoenix Mercury. Today, Kozar saw her for the first time since she got back.
It was just a big BG bear hug. I mean, she has a 7-foot wingspan, so it was just a big BG bear hug, and, it was emotional.
Griner thanked President Biden for bringing her home and vowed to use her platform to help other detained Americans, including Paul Whelan, the Marine veteran who has been held in Russia since 2018. Every family deserves to be whole, Griner said. The six-time WNBA All-Star revealed she plans to play for the Mercury when the season kicks off in the spring.
Freedom was taken from her, her family and friends were taken from her, but basketball was also taken from her. It is a huge part of her life. It is one of her loves. It's how she impacts the world. And so to get it back, like she will when we play at home for the first time in May, I think is going to be a pretty incredible experience.
Kozar said that when he spent time with Griner today in Phoenix, she was in remarkable spirits. He acknowledged that she would have a long road ahead to get back on the court after nearly a year off, but said he was confident she would make it. Nancy?
And her fans must be very excited. Ouija, thank you.
Well, she's got to be suspended.
What if your dentist stopped bugging you about floss?
Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to rack your brains out there. So first off, you can't be on drugs to play basketball. Secondly, because she was smuggling and committed a felony, she should be suspended for at least 1 year. So this guy is sitting here condoning a felony is what he's doing. That's just horrible. I mean, that is just horrible. I mean, he condones smuggling into another state. There's going to be protests about this, I can already tell you. A lot of people are going to be like, she shouldn't be allowed to play basketball for at least another year. She should be on suspension. I mean, what she did is, but she served her time. No, she didn't. She got caught and put in jail, and somebody got her out of jail, mainly the United States. She hasn't served a suspension in this country. She shouldn't be allowed to play basketball. Really, because she was smuggling, she should be thrown out. That's what she should be done. I mean, any NBA player that got caught doing that would be out. Any NFL player, any hockey player, anybody got caught doing what she did and was put in jail for a felony would be out. They would not be allowed to play. They would be done. So now, again, we're going to make a special rule for her. For what reason? What reason? For the woman who hates our country? We're going to make another special for what? Sometimes, even liberals, I just don't understand y'all. This woman spit in your face. And you're like, okay, spit in it again. I don't understand, y'all. It's disgusting to even think about it sometimes. No, I'm serious. It really is. It's disgusting to even think about it sometimes. I don't want to get myself worked up because I got company coming on in a little while. Too late, huh? Let's see. What we did. Did we do CBS News yet? Yeah, we did. We did. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Now, see, this proves my point. House Democrats introduced bill to bar Trump from office. Based on what? You can't even get him for any crimes, and you're just going to do it because you see they can't get him on any crimes, so now they want to do this. This is ridiculous. This is communism, is what this is. Socialism? No, this is communism. This ain't even socialism. So the Democrats have been doing this for a long time. They just do whatever bills, whatever they think, and then it ends up in court and gets overturned. And it's a waste of our time a lot of times because a lot of this stuff, almost everything Obama did except for Obamacare got thrown out. Everything. Yeah, it's just a waste of 8 years. Now, there was some stuff Trump did that they had to leave because they were actually important things and they were done right. Now, a lot of what Trump did couldn't get overturned. I know Biden did a lot of executive orders when he came in, but most of them got overturned. Yeah, I think more than half of them did. The courts were like, you can't do that. This thing actually works. It's a sad thing when they want to start doing that. And they don't understand how many people that's going to rile up. Even people who don't like him, that's going to rile up. They're going to be like, wait, what? So now they can just tell anybody who they don't like, they can bar him from office. So what are they next? They're going to bar DeSantis from running for president? Oh my God, when we should have barred Biden from ever running for anything. It's just a sad state of affairs. This is what you call the sad sack of the United States. Just sad. No, I'm serious. You mean the three? Hold on, where are we at? We're on ABC. So what are their three top stories? 2 dead and injured in shooting outside high school. Okay, that's actually something. Nor'easter plummeting the Northeast with snow and ice. That's actually news. TSE breaks firearms records in 2022. Amazon cited for warehouse failures. 2 charged in harassing woman at abortion clinic. There's actually news here. Oh my God, wait, where am I at? There's no Trump. There's no Biden. There's just news. Missing American college student found in Spain. Woman caught with giraffe and zebra bones at airport. What the hell, lady? 5 officers charged in black man deadly arrest. There you go. Central Park anti-Semitic attack suspects at large. Man, they actually got news. I'm stunned. Who was that? ABC. Y'all got news. Oh, speaking of news and a weird topic. So, Fox took the top 13 places in the news shows. Nobody even got in the top 10 but Fox. Well, I always hear NBC and ABC and CBS always going off on Fox, but Fox has a larger audience than all of them put together. That's just sad. That just tells you that most Americans don't want to listen to hate all day long. That's what that tells you. I don't know. I don't know if Carl Tuckerson was number one. I'd have to check and see. He might have been. He might have been. So anyway, let's see, because I'm getting ready to bring somebody on. Let's see what our top 10 are for Fox. Plot twist after world leader jab at political rival caught on hot mic during lockdown debate. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll find out later on. Networks ignore must tweet Twitter. Bombshell covers spat with journalist. Who cares? See, nobody cares about that. Even they're saying that. TSA confronts record number forbidden items at airport checkouts. Well, you knew that. It's the holidays. Look at this thing. New U.S. bomber arrives just right on time. What is this bad thing looking at? Hell, this thing looks like a UFO. I mean, this thing, look, it's the new B-21 stealth bomber. Oh, man, it's a beast. It's a beast. Y'all have to go check it out for yourself, though. Well, obviously, they're not going to talk about Trump on Fox. They're really doing a little news themselves. That's kind of cool to see. So let me put that back up. What do we got left? We got One World American News. Let's see what they're kind of red. So Angela, man, I'm tongue tied tonight. Angela Jolie takes her humanitarian efforts elsewhere. Okay. Sorry about that. My reading tonight is pathetic. And she's moving where she's doing relief for. Now, that's interesting. I wonder what happened. The article's not saying what happened. I don't know. That's cool. So let's see. That was a pretty good article. The FBI ties to Twitter. That's coming out. Trump denounces Futins. Missing American student located. We know that was. Brittany Corner returned home to play basketball. I'm going to start a thing. I'm going to even call the basketball people and say, whoa, what's going on here? Y'all condone drug abuse and drug smuggling? I mean, this girl shouldn't be allowed back on the court. Banning weapons. They'll have to do it now. Well, they don't have much longer to do. They go on Christmas break pretty soon. And then when they come back in January, the Congress goes to the Republicans. I'm sure they're going to try to squeeze in everything they can. It just tells you how no good they are. Archive set to release Hunter emails putting White House in tight spot. Ooh, who was that? What news company was that? Oh, that's Newsmax. Okay. But anyway, that was all the lovely stories out today. You got them, of course, what was it, 8 different networks, and we got to see what they were doing. I will have to go edit the first 20 minutes of the show since, CNN and NBC are just like part of the damn, they might as well just call themselves a Democratic News Network. I'm just saying, they might as well. Well, to be honest with you, Fox probably wouldn't have to be as hardcore as against them if they just weren't so, evil. Biden to appoint John Kennedy, grandson of JFK's grandson, as special envoy to Ireland. Well, he should feel right at home there with his red curly hair. Maybe he can work his way up. I hate to say it, it's always ended bad for the Kennedys. Yeah, if I was him, I don't know if I would. Russia suffering critical losses in Ukraine. Yeah, we already know about that. Twitter left in shock after Trump's trading cards apparently sell out. I read about it earlier. It's kind of retarded. We got a new strike recon jet. Oh, yeah, we do. It's what's it called? Mathom hypersonic jets. So not only are the Russians and Chinese over there building hypersonic missiles, we're building hypersonic jets to deliver the missiles. So we're gonna deliver hypersonic missiles on a hypersonic jet. Jesus, y'all people just need to leave us alone. The more you make America paranoid, the faster ways we find to kill you. Stop it. Oh yeah, cable rating Wednesday, December 14th. Tucker Carlson crushes. In demo, Aaron Burnett leads non-Fox News host. Let's see, Fox rating Wednesday network scored the top 13 shows. Damn. I don't know what to tell you, people over there in liberal news. It just ain't working. But anyway, guys, we got to just hang on for a few minutes. I got to find, you pop up an email right quick. We're going to bring the Goodwins on and talk with them about Merry Happy Christmas. Yeah, what's going on and how many winners we already have now. Well, I'm sure they do. Yeah, I don't know. I've been tongue tied all night. I have no idea what that's about. No, not really. I wish I knew. Never know. Yeah. Well, I missed 2 nights of UFO on the cover because I've been just busy, and it's just so crazy around here. Well, I've been remodeling my house too, which is always. I mean, come on, guys, y'all know what kind of nightmare that is. It looks good. I mean, I'm almost finished. We're going to paint it this weekend and the part of next week, and then I've got to put my hallway floors in. But I'm done after that. I ain't touching the bedrooms until after the first of the year. No, I put in some people call it Avalon, some call it Mother of Pearl. It's just a backsplash. It's really pretty. I put it in the other day. I still got to trim the top of it, but I put it in the other day. And I got all Samsung touchless black stainless. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh yeah, it looks great in my kitchen, especially on my new floors. I put in applewood floors throughout the whole house. The place is gorgeous, and it's nice heavy wood. It's about 1/2 inch thick board, so it's really nice when you walk on it. It feels nice. And actually, to be honest with you, because my house isn't raised because I live by the water, I took some of the twist out of my house. I know it's a strange thing. Yes, we don't care about what is this coming up. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna bring the good ones on in just a second. I think I just heard a popping in. Look at them down there, looking all fancy dancy and stuff. Anything as far as the news goes, if y'all have any good stories you want to hear, anything we're gonna be doing on Fridays. Next Friday is gonna probably just be a kind of goofy because it's gonna be 2 days before Christmas, so we'll probably be kind of light. The New Year's Friday will just be a recap of the news for the year, along with a couple other things we're going to be doing because we usually use that particular night for quite a different stuff. So you'll hear all of that, and then on January 20th, we'll be talking about Balenciaga. I don't know what I'm just tongue tied, but anyway, there's a lot of other stuff that goes with it. We will be posting over. I don't want to talk about it tonight, but we will be posting over all of our web pages that you can find it, and hopefully the week before Christmas we'll be on Roku. So look for United Public Radio or UFO Paranormal Radio on Roku. Yes, you'll get to see us on your big 75-inch TV. That should just scare everybody in the network to hell and back. But anyway, I'm serious. No, I bought the channel on Roku at the beginning of the month, and we've been just working and setting it up, and then March will be on Amazon Stick TV, and then in June we'll be on Apple TV and Apple Phone, and then I think August we'll be on Samsung TV and Samsung Phone, and then right around October we'll be on Vizio Television and we'll be on internet television just right off the website. So yes, you'll get to see us on all of those venues. The reason we like it and we're very excited about it is because it opens up a potential 4.5 billion people out there to watch it. So lots of things. Plus, my manager of the station's rearranging our daytime lineup, so you're going to have a very pleasant surprise there. And we're going to probably use that on our 107.7 as well. But anyway, let me bring John and Emily on. I see them down there all patient. I'm not a patient kind of person, people. What y'all doing, John and Emily? How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. I get tired of all of these damn holidays. I've just been working my ass off. So what have y'all two been up to? I love the red jacket. What is that, velvet? It's pretty, whatever
Yeah,
it
both
is.
of them are velvet.
This is velvet too.
Oh yeah, that's pretty too. Look at that. See, Don looking good. You're looking sharp. See, they made me put this on.
I like it.
Yeah.
Super,
Oh,
super
Yes,
cute.
I told them I wanted $50 an hour to wear this thing. I said I'm giving you a break because it's on a live show. So yeah, so maybe when I see y'all Wednesday, yeah, I don't know how long it takes for the setup with the Roku people, but we are sending them everything they need, the rest of everything they need tonight. Actually, Michelle I got through expanding the station identification, so they'll get all of that and boom, and hopefully we'll see next week sometime. We'll be on television, man. I don't
whoa.
know. That's what I'm saying. I might have to get a toupee or something. Just kidding. That's never going to happen. I was just kidding. No, ladies, that'll never happen. Just don't even worry about it. That's just never going to happen. But it's very interesting. It's all high def. So we'll be switching over. We're in high def now on the systems we are now, but I think we'll be switching over to high def 4K. So don't even have a pimple. They'll be able to see that stuff. They'll be able to pop it for you online. I'm just saying, this stuff is seriously. Yes, Jessica. Yeah, you've seen John and Emily on before. Yeah, they've been on several times. Oh, well, you're in crack. So you knew their name and not their face. They're always on camera. Always, yeah. We've been doing camera for 2 or 3 years now, so don't start with me. Just go back over there in the messenger box and leave me alone. Now my emails pop. I'm just going to annoy everybody for a while. Oh, hi, guys. How y'all doing again? it's one of those kind of nights. So what y'all been up to? I know y'all had the Christmas parade. I seen the pictures. They look great. I was looking through them. I seen you all over the place. You were like
And
the
then we went
whirlwind.
to Las Vegas for the
Oh,
Western
yes,
show.
right.
We came
How'd
back
you like?
from that on Monday.
How'd y'all like the Cowboys?
It was fun. They were great. A lot of them like to read westerns, obviously, so we did really well there with our western books. And
Yeah, you got
but
quite a few of them.
surprisingly, some of them still read science fiction, fantasy. So
Yes. Well, Cowboys can read science fiction. You know, they're under the stars all the damn time. Yeah, I know, because we had Jeffrey Weiner was on with me the other night. Speaking of which, we're gonna stop. We're gonna have to talk about this real quick. So he introduced me to this AI technology they've been using. This is, and I told him, I said, "Is this?" I asked him if it was cheating. He's like, "Well, I don't know." I said, because he made right there, he typed in for me and made me it came a really nice picture. I'm gonna use it probably this weekend on the station. It came out really nice, and I'm thinking, well, this is like idiots can do this, man. All you do is type it in. So I was impressed by that. But then he comes up with this text thing. And he starts putting in a story and wrote the whole damn comic book. I was like, uh-oh. And it's actually pretty decent. And now I don't know if it could win any awards or anything, because probably somebody would notice it was like too clean or something. But it's dangerous stuff, because you can see people in the future, 10 years, 20 years from now, using this on a regular basis. And it kind of worries me, because
at the moment, if it's not your art, like if it's not your created art, like if it's AI generated, it's not something that you can copyright. So it's at the moment.
And we're just right now modifying the rules, make it very clear. After spending some time with him and seeing both he and Todd McCaffrey, that we're making it very clear that AI generated art is not acceptable for the Illustrators of the Future contest, and AI generated stories will be automatically disqualified too.
Well, I was wondering, because when I was listening to him, and then I seen the Blue Bunny thing he did, and I was like, well, shit. I'm thinking, this is cheating. I actually told him that when we were talking. I said, I don't know, man. This kind of feels like cheating to me. It's which is great for people like me and other people who just want to get some stuff. And I like the way the art worked. It was really cool. I mean, you just type what you want and give it an idea, let it work through different frames, put whatever you want in each frame, and pick out the one you want. I mean, I really liked it. I thought it was clean technology. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had Jeffrey Weiner on with me Wednesday night. We started talking about it about midway in the show, so y'all can go listen. But I was impressed by it. I was like, I might have to use it for something. I'll never use it for writing, because if I'm ever going to finish a book, I'm going to do it on my damn own. It's a
valid technology, and it's being done, and it is part of the way of the future. But the Writers and Illustrators of the Future contest, which we've talked about many, many times, is about an actual artist creating art. or I mean, you can use Photoshop and those types of assistances, but still you're the one that's creating. It's your vision and it's from your skill on using Photoshop that you're able to make something there, or take a picture and weave that into a piece of art. And same thing with storytelling. We had dinner with them last week in Las Vegas, and Todd showed me, he had a piece of paper and read, it was a computer generated short story. I said, okay, cool. And so based on that, I added a change also into the Writers of the Future rules that AI generated stories are automatically disqualified.
Personally, I'm glad to hear that. I'm not going to lie to you. It just felt like cheating to me. It just, I said, well, I can get it. I got a pretty decent imagination. Let me put some of this stuff in here. I was like, no. It really did. It felt like cheating. It's I mean, it's interesting software, and I will probably use it to make banners and stuff like that, or some other, maybe some cleaner stuff for the station. But I don't really, like I said, I just didn't feel like, I just felt like it was cheating. I mean, Jeffrey's a good artist anyway. I mean, he's really good art. He's really good at his illustrating, so he doesn't need to cheat. And Todd's an excellent writer, so I don't know why he'd want to cheat either. But ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Jeff Weiner and Todd McCaffrey and McCaffrey's son. Just so y'all know who we're actually talking about here. It was like a personal conversation going on. Sorry, I wasn't trying to leave y'all out, audience. And I know a lot of y'all caught Wednesday show, so you know what we're talking about. But it's interesting stuff. I got to say, it is interesting. It is good shortcuts for business people.
It is interesting, but it's not for us.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think so. I like y'all stories. They're clean. They're good. I was telling a guy today, his kid, he was telling me about his kids like to write. And I said, look, I forgot what the age was. I said, but
there is no age limit.
I said, it's designed to be, I said, I give them a PG-13. I said, but I said, it's designed to be clean. I said, you can have fun. You can have monsters. You can have, crazy people in space. I said, they just don't want any cursing. They don't need a bunch of alcoholic drug addicts and things like that. I said, the rules are on the site. I said, but, and I said 17,000 words is max, because he was telling me his son's already written like 5 or 6 books, well over 150,000 words now. And I was like, let's just submit them. I said, look, here's the address, submit them. I said, submit one at a time, see what happens. Yeah. I said, the worst things happen, they'll say, thank you, try again. I said, there's not going to be any harshness or meanness.
Right.
So he's telling me, he said, well, what if I sneak him in? I said, what do you mean sneak him in? He said, if I send him and he wins, assuming you tell your son you just won. I said, I don't know about that, but anyway, because I told my son I was going to sneak one of his and send it in. He said he wouldn't speak to me for a month, so I said, I better not.
Wow. We've had people do that where they, where a spouse has been, they're so self-conscious about their work, and so the spouse will then take it and they'll send it in, and then it's happened a couple of times where Joni has called them and said, congratulations. He said, for what? You won. I won what?
No.
And they found out that it was actually a story that their spouse had sent in for them. And that's happened a couple of times over the 38 years.
No, I can imagine this, because there are some talented people out there who, for whatever reason, don't think they're talented, and then they get to this.
That's right.
They're like, oh no, that's not me, or something along those lines. But I've met a lot of gifted writers. All my stepkids are excellent illustrators. I tried to get them all to go to art school when they were young. And they're like, no, I don't want to do this for a living. I'm like, why? But they all can draw, all of them. Yeah, and they're damn good too. I was like, well, okay. Yeah, they all have other careers away from illustrating and writing, the apartment management and stuff like that. Supervisors, things like that. I guess they felt more comfortable in those areas. Yeah. I said, well, if I could write, man, I'd be writing every year, man. Send something out there. Yeah. What was that, Carl? Who? What do you mean it rained at the Christmas parade? I didn't see no rain at the Christmas parade. It never rains in California anyway, in Southern California at least.
It did. We had one parade where it rained, and it rained a lot. So there was a few years ago. That was a rough one. All the celebrities getting their hair and shoes wet. It was just a disaster.
Yeah, I always love when it rains from Mardi Gras down here. All the marching bands, everybody's just soaked. I see the batons get stopped thrown in the air. People ain't get on to it, but they do it. They go on unless there's wind. They just go on through the parade route. I've seen it out there barreling rain that you couldn't even see somebody, and they're just trucking along. People get whacked in the head with balloons and stuff, and the crowd's still staying. I'm like, okay, you crazy people. So I'm going to get in the truck and watch it from the truck or the car, whatever I'm driving. So there's a couple of years, like a couple of years ago, it rained for one of the Mardi Gras, and I said, we're going to somewhere, go right along the side of the parade while it's raining. So I got in my car. Technically, I was in the parade, but I stayed on the side of the float. So I had my moonroof open. It was ridiculous. My car was full of shit.
Oh, no.
It was fun. Hey, I'm old. Like I can't be going around jumping around, knocking people over and stuff. I don't want to injure nobody. I'll probably get damn sued or something. This is the woke time, people. It's like I'm surprised Mardi Gras gets to go on during the woke time. It's kind of strange. It's got its issues.
It's a strange city.
Yeah. Carol, I gave away some books earlier. What do you mean you want a book? Well, in a little while we'll give some books away. I got some behind me you can't see right now. Wait, let me see. Maybe you can see them. Let me move this over. No, you can't see. There they are. My mic's in the way. That's what's in the way. There you go. A little stack of them right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. What is that? That is 31, 30, 30, 33, 32, 35, 36, 37, 38. That's what you got standing right there. I think. I might have missed one of them. Oh, no, that's not what. That's 36. Sorry. I'm going to give some of them away. And no, we got enough. We're going to make it all the way through the first of the year. Yeah, we're giving away a lot of books. Well, we can also give away. Where is this one? This looks like a 5-year-old book. I didn't say that out loud. The Zeta Talk. Scary shit, man. I don't know. I haven't read it, but it's scary stuff. Ooh. So we're going to give that away too. That's not from John. That's from somebody else. It's one of our other authors who send me stuff all the time, who send me tons of books. We're giving away. No, these aren't going nowhere. That's the only copy of these I got. I already gave them. I had 2 of the boxes that we had full of them. They're gone. And then so giving away 36, 37, 38. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes.
It's Christmas, so we can still ship in time. So if you get somebody that wants them,
well, I got I got a couple of cases went to one went to a local library down here. I think I gave them 2 cases, and 2 of the middle schools called me and asked me if they could have some. And I told them yes. They're gonna write this nice little letter and stuff. So I talked to them about it, but because I was surprised, I guess the library let them know, and they gave me a call, which is cool. Hey, that's the right age to get them kids reading, people. You should always look. The internet's great, and I love the internet, and I'm never going to be against the internet, but you should teach your kids to enjoy reading. Even though when they grow up, they might actually do it online or on their pad or something else. But most of the readers I know still like the tactile sense of the book. I don't know why. I can read on the book. I can read on the pad. Technically, I like to cheat. I get John to send me tapes, CDs or USB ports. Man, people like it. I don't have time to read. I like to read, but I don't have time for it. And then, like, if I got to do a guest and I'm real busy, I'll give the book to Linda. I shouldn't say that. I'll get her to read it and make notes for me. She's speed reader. She reads at a warp speed. Yeah, I don't know how she reads it. I watched her go through Anne Rice's books like it was nothing. Just books this freaking thick. It's this big and this thick. And like, yeah, babe, I'll take a couple of days. Nope, it was done. It's like 1 in the morning. Say, you can put it up. She says, no, I'm done. I'm like, what? I guess she likes to read, and we don't have the biggest library we used to. Because of Katrina, we lost a lot of books, but it's slowly but surely been making them back up. And we used to keep about 2,500 books for a sharing library. You could come by and get a book, share. If you got a book you want to put in, you can. And then we started this year. There's a couple of different groups around the South. They put them little mini libraries in front on each corner or something like that. Well, places like Pine Hill and what's the other one? They're in Pensacola. They're artistic communities, so both the communities have them on every corner, literally on every corner. So I
hold
said,
like
well,
20 books, something like that, 20, 25 books.
Yeah, they didn't hold any more than that. Some of them didn't hold that many. Some hold about 10. And down in the city of New Orleans, there's a few neighborhoods that do it as well. So it's kind of cool. So I gave a few to each of them, and one lady called me. She said, "This is really good. Can I get more?" I said, "Yeah, go to galaxypress.com." She's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that's where you got to go." it's kind of cool, and it's probably something unexpected for them when they go into it to read it, and it's something, and it's when they get into the book, it's not one story, it's 12 stories, so it's a whole different way of reading stuff. And then most of the part, I've enjoyed them. I'm somewhere. These are all been read, all except for some reason I haven't gotten into 37. I started reading it twice and didn't get. I don't know what's going on with that. Eventually, I'll sit down and read the rest of it. But
Yeah.
um,
But it's interesting. We were just in, like I said, in Las Vegas, and whenever we do an event or convention, like we just sold 1,000 books in Las Vegas, and it's interesting when you can have somebody look and see the books, like you said, the tactile or the audio books, and they look at it and they read the back of the book or the description of the story. It is so easy. People go, "Wow, I love this thing here."
Yeah, it makes
And
it easier.
it's so easy. Like you go through it, you know, you maybe wouldn't have done it when we were just talking about, but then when you start reading the stories, like, oh man, these are all so good. Mm-hmm. And it's that bridge that's really hard to overcome. That you got people listening right now. I'm a publisher. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the books that I publish, and we've also got the podcast that you air every week. But it's like it's that bridge to get somebody to go from I like to read to I want to read this book. And we don't have the book there for somebody to pick up and just read. The Galaxy Press website, we've got a description of all the different stories that people will read, and they can listen to samples of the audiobook for each story. We've got that too. But it's just kind of like how to get somebody to go, yeah, I want to get these because they're really, there's just that good a story. The Westerns, these are people that had no idea that L. Ron Hubbard wrote Westerns, and we sold 1,000.
Yeah, I bet you that was a surprise to them too. I mean, I wasn't surprised because I've been through the collection, but it's and hey, Western people like to read. Everybody's people live.
Warren Zane Grey. We've got a couple different blurbs from other media saying if you like Louis L'Amour and Zane Grey, then you're gonna like Hubbard. So and all of a sudden I went, okay, good, I'll try it based upon that.
Hey, well, that's selling. That's what. I'm sorry about that. That's selling. That's what you're doing. It's there's some good stories in there. Some of them are a little longer than others, but there's some really good stories through it. I don't know. It's for some people. You say Western, they're like, but I like to remind people that Gene Roddenberry started out writing Westerns. Yeah. Basically, what Star Trek was a Western in space. Let's be honest about it. That's what it was.
Well, Battlefield Earth. Some of the guys are like, "Is this a Western?" I was like, "Well, it's technically sci-fi, but." The main hero of the story is Johnny Goodboy Tyler, and he has his horse Windsplitter with him the whole time, and he's in a buckskin throughout the majority of the book. So
yeah, it's those kind of things they can take to it. They'll enjoy it. I shouldn't say this on air, but the book was so much better than the movie. It's not even funny, but I'm hoping it's one day.
Always too.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping one day we'll see a remake, maybe make it into a trilogy or something. And so they can really, 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 because you can make that book into a damn trilogy, and really tell a story the way it's meant to be. And most of the gripes I heard it was just like the time frames were too short to learn how to fly a Harrier jet and shit like that.
Well, the Harrier jet isn't even in the book.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Well, and then there was a couple things that wasn't in the book actually, but the same thing.
No cavemen and no Harrier jets.
Yeah, and I know
they had no budget to go to Scotland, so they didn't go to Scotland.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, there's just. But I mean, unfortunately, movies do that. I mean, I remember talking to Travis Walton when they did Fire in the Sky, and I said, "How much of this is real?" He said, "About 25%." I'm like, "You're kidding me."
Wow.
He said, "A lot of this is just, but they wanted to make it more exciting." And he said, "I had such a hard time signing off on this." He said, "Because if you read the book and you watch the movie, you're confused." And I just know people these days should know, movie theaters are going to take liberties. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put out what they think is going to make them money. They're not so much worried about. I mean, I've been watching rewrite series now like Star Trek and all kind of Marvel stuff just because they think it's going to sell. Turns out it doesn't. I've always had this rule: why do you mess with something that's not broke? Don't try to fix something that's not broke. Just move on with it. Make a new character if you think you need a new character for something else. It always makes me crazy. Oh no, Carol! We're gonna give away 12 tonight, and we're gonna give away 12 tonight. We're gonna give we're gonna give away 12 after the first 20 emails. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what is that? 12, 24, 36, 48 books are going out tonight.
Wow, that's impressive.
So what we're gonna do is, okay, it's we're gonna be giving away what is it, 3, 6, 9, 12 of these right here, because you're gonna get 3 of these for 4 people, and then we're gonna give away 4 of them Zeta talkers. No idea what's in that book. I'm just warning y'all now because I don't know. And where they at? I'll have to dig them up there on the other side over there. But it's there's a couple other we give away besides that. I got them stashed on the other side of the desk. But so that way, the 4 winners will get 12 books each, and y'all should just be happy as pig. I'm doing that because we're so close to Christmas, and a couple people asked me if they could have books for Christmas and give away. And I know I had some ladies write to me today saying, "Oh, I know she'll be giving away 3 books, and you're still doing that." Yes, we're still doing that. Pretty soon, though, I think I'll be down to. I got to go deliver some, but I think after that I'll be down to 2 cases on what John and them sent me, and then a couple other stuff besides that. So I got to go make a trip. Oh God, probably this week sometime, and just have fun. And I still got to go by and see the library, so that's kind of cool too as well. But it's a lot of good, got a lot of good stuff. And we're going to do after 20. We ain't gave you a question yet. Just calm down, people. We'll give you a question. We'll give you.
Give me a book.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get the question right before we do that. I don't know. There've been a lot of varying questions, and don't forget, we're gonna give away a lightsaber tonight too.
Whoa.
So Jimmy's been having a ball with giving away these lightsabers. He's every time I talk to him, the number goes up at how many he sold. So he's just happy as pig and poop. But we're gonna have they're gonna give away like one of the ones that I've got. And I forgot who else he said it was. Let me think. It'll come to my head. They're giving another Ray book tonight, which was a girl in the 2nd, 3rd series of Star Trek. And so she's in there. And we've already given away on 2 different occasions now. We've given away Obi-Wan Kenobi's all 3 of his different lightsabers. So we've been giving away steady. And
did you say Ray from Star Trek?
Did I say Star Trek, Star Wars? If I did, yeah. And she's from Star Wars, and like I said, we're going to give it away. Not this one. We're giving away one just like this one. It'll be going out now. I'm going to tell you a secret. We're giving away one of her lightsabers tonight. We're going to give 2 of them away. Actually, whoever gets the second one is going to get a copy of this one. So there's going to be 2. So it's the holidays. Well, I don't do shows on the weekends. I party and vacation. Well, right now I'll be painting, but still, there won't be no party. It's no, y'all can't play. And Glenda, no, you just calm down. We'll get to the questions in a little while. Just calm yourself down. And so y'all got like perfect weather. What kind of weather y'all gonna have for Christmas? Like 70 and sunny. Yeah, so shit. You know what we're getting for Christmas? And we're in the deep south. You know how it's gonna be Friday, 18 degrees. No, it's gonna be pretty. Friday's 18 degrees, Sunday's 17 degrees, and Christmas Day is 20 degrees. And this is the deep south. I mean, Jesus, we should never have it in the teens. But it's weird because it'll be like 12 degrees, and it'll just jump up to around 55 or something. It's a big stretch on temperature sometimes down here. It's really weird. It's who's giving away a flight to LA? Wait, I want to participate. What are y'all? No, I'm not giving y'all crazy. No, indeed. No, all y'all are on crack out there tonight. It's what's his name? Mart Reese is giving that. He's giving a trip. You can only win it if you're in New Orleans, but he's giving a trip out of LA, all expenses paid. Yeah, you can fly out first class and the whole 9 yards. I think he said each trip's worth about. He's giving away. He's a sci-fi guy. He's big into sci-fi, and he owns something to do with making games. So he owns a company that actually works for the companies that makes games. And he's just, I don't know, I guess he's a generous guy. He decided he was going to give 2 of them away. I don't know, maybe his girlfriend got mad at him. He's not going, I know. I have no idea, people. All I know is if you're downtown in the French Quarter, he's got signs all over the place. Y'all go check him out. He only looks like he's trying to give somebody away from the quarter. I guess tourists could win too if you're in a quarter. But he's giving two trips away. Yeah, he's putting you at some fancy-dancy hotel down there. It's 5 days, yeah. I know. First class, 5 days. Put you in a nice hotel, feed you, clothe you. Oh yeah, you get one day you get to spend $1,500 shopping any stores you want to go. Each person, by the way.
This is an author.
He owns a company. He's a tech, is what he is. He owns a company that does illustration and writing for gaming companies. He said he's one of the most desired ones out there for some reason. A lot of his stuff is. I said, well, tell me a game. He said, I'm not going to tell you. I said, well, I wonder what games it is, man. I might want to go play them or something. Which I haven't gamed, so it wouldn't be funny. But he just decided that he was on the local news, and he just decided that just for the holiday spirit, he was going to give this away. And best I can tell, it's only in New Orleans. They're not advertising anywhere. You only see it like if you're walking down the street pole. So a lot of people call us to make sure it wasn't a fake. And dumb, you put his cell phone number on there. When I talked to him, I said, we're going to do an interview in January. I talked to him. I said, did you regret that? He said, oh, yeah, I got a new cell phone. I said, never. I said, because everybody was dead. They did. One person seen it and just put it online.
Oh, yeah.
And it went viral all over the place.
I don't need the tickets. I'll just take the shopping spree.
I know. Yeah, see, if you listen tonight, buddy, look, see, she lives out there already. Well, you can sit John and her in a nice fancy hotel. They won't mind. They'll go shop and hang out in the hotel. It's probably close to where they work anyway.
Yeah. Probably down the street from us.
It probably is. It's no, but anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. I keep getting sidetracked tonight. My brain has been mushed for 2 days for some reason. Too much going on. Oh, Bernice, I will, when the house is done, I'll put pictures of all the inside of it, except for the bedrooms.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see your inside house too. I've seen some of your photos as you're
working. The floors are beautiful. The backsplashes are beautiful. Matter of fact, in sometime, probably in June or July, I'm gonna change out my countertops to more match my the backsplash I put in. It was a little busier than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to have to put something a little more subtle in there, but maybe white marble, something like that, maybe black marble, something. I wanted to have a shine because everything in my kitchen shines now. I was messing with my wife, so you can see yourself in all of our new appliances. Very reflective. I was like, damn, this is having a mirror all the house. I said, man, I'll go on a diet fast with all this stuff. Plus, my refrigerator talks to me. It likes to tell me when the door has been open too long or what temperature it's at, or I'm like, shut up. I got enough things talking to me. I don't even damn refrigerator talking to me. But it's a double door. I was going to go with the fancy dancy. I was going to go with the one where you could open it and just get your drinks out and not open your refrigerator. But man, this one was so big. I needed a big, deep refrigerator because I like to buy a lot of steaks and stuff and keep them fresh seafood and keep them frozen when I want to eat them. I had to go with this one. I'm gonna have to rearrange my where my dishwasher is now, though. It's gonna have to go on the other side of the counter. I'm gonna put some shelves where it's at now and put it on the other side of the counter. But hey, it's part of being a contractor. Things like that happen. But we put all new furniture in the living room and dining room, and we just got it in the other day, so it's all in. All new appliances. No, whoever wrote, I am not rich. After when I'm done with this, I'll be a poor bastard. Actually, I need a lot of work, people. You need your house model. It's so funny. This lady writes to me at night. She goes, I really like your floors. Y'all did a good job on it. Could you come do mine? I'm like, sure. Where you live? Yeah, New Hampshire. I'm like, really? I said, you want to fly us up to New Hampshire and pay us and put us in a hotel? Sure, we'll come up and do your floors. I said, because we just did. We did. Matter of fact, Angie's List called me the other day and said, y'all do really good flooring work. Y'all want to come work and do some floors? I said, send me some jobs. I said, if I got to pay to get you leads, so you can just forget it. I'm not going there. I found that out with some other company. Oh, you got to pay for leads, which is not bad, but I mean, you end up spending $1,000 in 6 months, and as long as you're making like 5 times that, it's not as bad. But still, there's something just wrong. And then I found out the customers had to pay too. I was like, what? I said, that's it. I'm out of here. I couldn't do it. And I'm lucky. I got a lot of base customers. Chrissy, what's the question? I'm not telling you the question yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I'm going to torture you all night. Mm-hmm. Lightsabers, books.
They want the goods, man. They don't want to hear you yapping. They want
the question. I might ask you what Emily's age is. Y'all never figure that one out. I'm lucky. I found out. I had to bribe somebody else that knows her. Yeah, sincerely. Yeah, they'll never get it. So we're not going to use that as a question because it's never pertinent to ask a woman their age.
I don't. It doesn't bother me
at all. You only look like you only look like
you're the real age at 24.
I was going to say 24, 30, somewhere up in there. She look good.
Just add 20 to that, and you're close.
We could ask him Sarah. Y'all can tell me Sarah's birthday, but y'all don't know who the hell Sarah is. That's what I ought to ask you. Tell me who Sarah is. Y'all would never know. You'd have to go watch all kind of videos in the past, and when John and them are at conferences, the only way you'd figure it out.
Have you had many people like from what you've been doing? What's the most common thing that people are getting for Christmas as for holiday gifts this year?
Money. Give me some money. Give me some money. No, really, truly, a lot of people I know for some reason have, unless they're getting big ticket stuff, a lot of them have opted out to give cash. And I was like, really? It's not a birthday. This is Christmas. See, when we do the house, like we're going to have about 12 to 15 people here for Christmas. So we just do bad Santa, good Santa. That way it doesn't put a pressure on anybody because some of the members of the family have more money than other members of the family. And if you let them get away with it, they'll go ape and buy all kinds, then there'll be a big fight. So no, we do good Santa, bad Santa, and that's what we do.
What does that mean?
Well, good Santa means you can spend X amount of dollars, and bad Santa just means it's something, something stupid or something bad or something goofy that you spend a minimal amount of money on. And it keeps the family from killing each other, actually, to be totally honest with you. In the old days, because in the old days it was different, we'd all be like, if you would have seen my house after Katrina, the whole entire living room, you couldn't hardly tell what a tree was. There were so many presents in there. Because everybody was making big money. Everybody in the family was, and if they weren't associated with us, they were associated with somebody else that was in the business. And there was just shit everywhere. That was fine. But now, a lot of people came through COVID. It was hard on them. Had to spend a lot of their savings and stuff like that. Granted, I spent way more than I should have. And but you get used to living a certain way, so you're not going to stop it, especially when you got money in the bank. So we just don't like putting pressure on other parts of the family. And everybody does okay now, but we got a big family, and it could turn into a nightmare. I know at least 3 or 4 of them would just go spending $300 on everybody, and then it would make everybody else mad. So I said, no, this works good. So, what was my bad Santa gift this year? Oh, I bought him some geodes. It's a little kit. You have to grow the geodes and then break them open. See, that just aggravated my family. They don't have the patience for that. And then what did I get for? What the hell is that? I think I got him a s'mores machine. Man, we're not putting you in timeout. We're kicking your ass out is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think that was the other one. So I got all the marshmallows and chocolate and everything for it and the cookies and all. They'll just still be making s'mores Christmas Day, I can tell. Oh, man. But we do just a lot of different things. And I remember my daughter asked me, well, what are you getting Linda? I said $15,000 in appliances and $20,000 in furniture. Oh, well, I'm like, what do you mean? That's our Christmas present for the year. That's our Christmas present for the damn year. It might be our Christmas present for next year too.
Nice. Where's your dog? Your dog isn't showing up yet.
She is locked. She is locked up, and she is not happy. She's locked up. I heard her trying to dig out a minute ago. She's we're training them because we got the new floors in. I don't want them, on the floor.
Right.
So they're being trained. No, you only go here and nowhere else. And so they're learning. They're learning because, the floors are pretty sturdy, but I just don't want to have to be cleaning them and waxing them all the time. And we're not waxing them, but cleaning them all the time. They're really pretty durable. They're I think what are they? 14 millimeters thick, so they're about like yay. And the tops are, I think 7 millimeters of that is the finish on the floor. So they're really, really durable floors. And what I was going to do, I was going to pull up all my hardwood. And I'm like, why in the hell would you do that, Joe? It's really good hardwood. If you ever sell a house or maybe I might pull it up and refinish it if this floor ever gets ratty looking. Because I was going to just refinish my bottom floors. I was going to sand them and clean them and finish them. And I'm like, man, I just wanted a different look. The floor, the planking I had before is a narrow plank. So about this wide. The planking I got in now is 7 inches wide. So it just gives you a different look. Plus, my family freaked out. They said, what are you doing? You're turning it. I said, yeah. So the kitchen's going this way. There'll be a divider. The living room's going this way. And I said, then the hallway's going this way. And the second hall will have a divider because it's going to go a different direction. I wanted to break up the house like it's supposed to do. People always think they have to relate a whole entire floor the same way or else it's not going to look good. That's because they dummies and don't know how flooring works. You can have the same floor in your living room and your dining room or your walk through. And if you got it divided and you change it in direction, it looks like a whole different floor. And I had to kick the kids off it because they thought they were ballroom dancing. They had both floors. They were just dancing all over the new floor. I was like, get down on my floor, people. Jesus. Because my son and his wife, wanted to be wife, they were cracking me up dancing on the floors. I said, here, go take a book and read. I said, go take one of these L. Ron's books and go sit down and read. He said, like, whatever. That's the only thing he's going to read is if it's online. That's reading no other way. But I did let him. He was listening to something I had, something I got from y'all. It might have been Fear, actually. You know what? With the 2 lightsabers we're giving away tonight, I'm going to give one of y'all, whoever doesn't get the second saber is going to get a copy of Fear.
That's a good book.
That's an amazing.
Yeah. So I think I got 1 CD left and 3 books, 2 books, 3 books. And that's it on that one, guys. Y'all just too bad. You better get them while you can get them. No, I'm going to give the rest of them away this probably Wednesday. Well, John Newman's going to come back and join us.
Somebody to go to our website and buy it too.
Yes, it is. Well, because
you can get your holiday gifts.
Yeah, so whatever's left of Fear, I'm going to give away on Wednesday, and that's it. So go get some. Actually, it's better for y'all to go over. It's better to go over to the website, galaxypress.com, and look around. Yeah, because Fear is there, and all the books you see behind me is there, but there's a lot of other stuff there.
Yeah,
a lot of other stuff. And if you have a little bit more flush in money, there are several types of pads you can get, or HD plugins, not HD, USB plugins, stuff like that. Yeah, you can get a lot of material on it. Mm-hmm. Or you can go for the big pad and get all the stuff on it. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's not.
Pad there?
What is this? No, I got some black thing behind me. Yeah, I got a pad, not the one y'all want to see though. That's an Amazon Fire pad. Y'all don't want to see that thing. That's how I can control my bitching Alexas that want to talk to each other. I'm telling you, I got some problem with Alexa and Siri talking to each other. And today, my son and I are driving. Siri just starts talking to both of us. We're like, what? Just out of the blue. Oh, that's not the right place to go. You should be going. My son's like, what did you ask? I didn't program anything. And now sometimes if Siri's in either room with Alexa, they'll start talking to each other. Or sometimes Alexa will just start talking to me out of the blue. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I called him and asked. He said, "Oh, it just does that sometimes." I'm like, it's weird stuff. The thing is weird. I don't even know what to think about it. That's very weird. It's
turn the battery off on my phone. All the voice activated stuff.
Actually, you know what, Samantha? I got enough time to get it right now, but on the next show, I'll have it out so y'all can see it. Yeah, it's been on with me before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had it before.
Yeah, basically, you get all the books, the other stories, and the iPad's free. The device.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true because you're getting $3,000 worth of stories. No, they got a lot of good stuff on there. I spent a lot of time when I first got it. I spent a lot of time. Well, what I was doing was I'd plug it in and swipe it to my phone or swipe it to my car. A lot of them I read in my car when I had to go like Florida, places like that. I didn't think about it. I should have brought it with me to Salt Lake because I could have listened on the way up to Salt Lake. And no, it ain't traveling with me no more. It got lost once. We ain't going through that shit again. It's staying at the house. No, that's the one you begged me for, John. No, you ain't getting that. John was trying to bribe me for it. I'm like, go buy it. I said, give me $5,000. He's like, really? I said, give me $5,000. I'll send it to you. I just said, John, he's like, what? They cheaper than that? I'm like, yeah, they're cheaper than that. Go ahead and get you one, doofus. Yeah. This picture behind me is constantly. People are constantly trying to get me to give the picture. Y'all can't see it right now, guys, but there's a picture of, was it Turley? Who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right there.
The people constantly,
That's an autograph, Frank Frazetta.
Yes, it's numbered, autograph, signed, guys. You're not getting your hands on it. Matter of fact, when we redo the studio, it's going in a different place so you can see it better. It's going to go up there with a couple other pictures I got that are signed and limited. Matter of fact, that thing right there, the paddle wheel that's stuck in the swamp, melting down. You want to know how much that picture's worth. It's signed, numbered as well. It's I try to collect good stuff, people. I got to leave my kids something. I was trying to give him my house. Got to get something out of it. No, Jesse. No, y'all don't know my son. I try to get him good and come on with me all the time. He's just no, he's not into this. He doesn't have his daddy's ego yet. Give him some time. He's only 36. Give him some time. Give him a little time. That'll change. He's got to deal with me all the time. I made him a partner about me and his brother made him a partner about 8 years ago. Now that his brother's retired, starting to figure out, oh, it's not quite as easy as I thought. Yeah, because there's a lot more stuff going on now. You got to learn a lot more. What are we giving away? No, she's not giving away her jacket. Y'all learn, man. Y'all too much eggnog tonight, as I can. Yeah.
No, I think they're ready for you to give a book away.
YouTube is working. I can go watch this on YouTube. And if you're in YouTube, you come on here. You seen that 69 sex guy came on here just a few minutes ago. Alexa, what is that? Cinema was on here a few minutes ago. Let's see. Where's my email at? Let me see if we can find my email. Okay, so. But I still didn't ask the question. How can y'all get a book if I don't answer a question? See, I'm playing dirty tonight. Yes. I'm going to make this easy because I feel like I'm in a good mood. How much did George Lucas sell Star Wars to Disney for? See, that's an easy one. Since I got the answer right here in front of my face. Look at all y'all writing me emails already. I got to quit this, people. It's just my email's going. Yes, I just asked a question, but that's not for the lightsaber. That's for the books. That's the 48 books we're giving away. Yes, I was going to ask something about Elrond, but y'all would never get it, so I decided to do something easy. No, maybe Wednesday we will. You mean the dark saber? I told you it was Ray and the one like mine. Yeah, so there's two of these that are being given away. One is an extra, and then there's Ray's sword lightsaber. This is the one when I go to LA, I'm gonna beat Emily up with.
But you got that sword blade you're gonna be giving to her.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing her a special present. After they try to kick me off the plane for keeping it with me. I haven't shown you. What is it in here? No, it's in the hallway where it belongs. It's I got her. It's a Chinese. I forget which kind it is now. If it's a samurai or if it's the other one. It's a gorgeous 440 stainless steel. It's sharp as hell too. I said, Johnny, you better watch out. She just cut your clothes right off, or you go running. 2.2 billion. Where'd you come up with that? George would have fell over and laughed at that. 2. Did you look it up? We're on the internet, people. Look it up. Oh yeah, look it up. Michelle the other night, one of my friends was trying to get a lightsaber. She said, I'll have my sister call. I said, no, I know who your sister is. These are for regular listeners. That's why we're giving them away. Now, the lightsaber question is going to be easier. Who was the biggest star in The Final Hope, or The Hope, whatever it's called, the Star Wars first one? The Hope. Good Hope. I can't remember that. Who was the most famous star in there? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about who was the biggest star in the movie. And it wasn't Luke Skywalker, and it sure wasn't his sister. So, look, I'm helping y'all out right there. He went on to be a way bigger star than any of them. Matter of fact, they made a movie out of him. Y'all will figure it out sooner or later. Well, I didn't even tell you who's going to win yet. So this is how this is going to work.
Which number of person calling in or something?
So I got my email open up and I can see how many there's open. So on the books, it's going to be 21, 22, 23, and 24, unless they don't get it right, and then it'll go down. It'll just scroll further down to the next person. And on the lightsaber, it's going to be 4 and 5. Yeah, there'll be new ones coming up. Yeah, because I'm double counting. Who? Morgan Le Fay, really? Now you know I can't mail. If that's not your real name, I can't mail the books to you. I love your email. I think it's great, and you got the right answer. But what's your real name and location? You really live in Salem, really? Because you're gonna have to give me a location if you. No, I'm not. I believe my son was just in Salem just recently. So that's your witch name for your covenant, and you do live in Salem, Mass. All right, well that's cool. Just make sure re-email me in a minute because I don't see your address in here. So you got to re-mail me and make sure you get me the address. Yeah. $25 billion. Hey, nobody would have paid $25 billion. Come on, y'all are on crack tonight. Look it up. We got 3 winners. I want to see the last one. I'll even help you. It has a 4 in it. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you. I just want to look it up on the internet. Kathy, how are you doing? Kathy, where are you from? Wisconsin. You're in Cheeseland. Mail me some cheese. I'll send you some extra books. Well, I always try to get my friend Amelia. They run a cheese factory up in Canada, but it costs too much to ship it down here.
I'll have to go visit.
Yeah, you got the right answer. So, Mass, huh? So we got one in Mass, one in. What is this one? Christopher Morgan from American Airlines. Okay. I don't know why you had to include your American Airlines thing. Is that like you wanted a free plug or something? I'll be nice because I got like 80,000. I got like 80,000 points with y'all, so I'll be nice and give you a free plug. Nope, you didn't get the right answer. No, you left a 5 out of it. Mm-hmm. Wasn't just 4 or 0. Nope. You better get on because. Let's see who else is in here. William Christopher Carey. Well, that sounds like a nice New Hampshire name. No, you got it right. We got one left, people. So, William Carey, y'all freezing your what's off up there yet? I mean, we will be next week, and I know y'all got our storm that came through yesterday. It's been dumping buttloads of snow on top of all y'all. See, y'all making me use program right now. Jerry Kahn, I work at HBO Max. What people? Y'all just want to plug this. I'm gonna start sending y'all a bill for this now. Yeah, I'm gonna want to cut out of this free advertisement here. Besides, it wasn't 3.5 anyway. Now, Michael Wentz. Where I know that name from? I know that name. Los Angeles, California. Well, hey, you can go over there and buy him in cash. No, you didn't get it right either. You went 500,000 too much. Yeah, if you can get back before somebody else doesn't get it. Stephanie Antoinette, really? What's your last name? Is it Kennedy? Because that's my sister. Don't even. Look, somebody.
Takes 2 seconds to Google it.
I know. So, Kirill Housing, Morris Housing. Did I say it right or close? Kirill Moore Housing from Britain. Oh no, okay, from Britain. Yeah, you got Britain on there, so I'm assuming you're in London. Yes, you got the first lightsaber. So that's going to be the one I was showing, the blue one, and you'll get a copy of Fear with it. Yes. Hey. Natalie posted 3305. Natalie Woods. That sounds, another name sounds familiar. We got like rock stars and movie stars or something. Oh, you got it. So that's all 4 of our book winners, and I will get that out to you. Actually, I'll be at the place. Some other books going out tomorrow, so I will send them out tomorrow. Make sure everybody who won those sent me that. Now, on the people who won, well, we haven't given away the other 2 yet, but for the people who won the lightsabers, you have to send me your address. Make sure it's correct because I'm not the one mailing it. He is. Yeah, so he usually mails them within 2 days of me sending it to him. I haven't seen anybody have to wait more than 4 days to get their lightsaber. Yeah, I know it's close to the holidays right now, and I know you're overseas, so that may be a little bit longer on you. But even the ones overseas, I was talking to a guy got his in Australia in 7 days.
Wow,
I was stunned.
Fast.
I know, I was stunned. The girl in Spain got hers in, I think, six days. Yeah, we gave a lot away overseas for some reason.
Because they answered the questions right.
Yeah, well, that's true too. That helps. Guys, I'm giving y'all easy questions. Okay. He was in Indiana Jones. Does that help y'all any? Nope. All right.
Come on.
Come on. I mean, Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I mean, really, people could. Oh man, I might just keep these two for myself. How's that? I mean, just
You can
two of
send
them
me
up for
one.
grabs here. Who is this? Let's see. We've seen 3 emails come in. Let's see. No, all the books have been given away. You should have sent me the answer on the thing. No, John Goodwin, you can't have one. I see your name in there, man. John's trying to get. No, he definitely emailed me earlier.
Yeah, that was the last time you were on the show. I emailed you.
I know. Lisa Greer. Hello, Lisa Greer. And where are you at, Lisa Greer? St. Louis. Whoa, how you doing up there in St. Louis? Y'all cool yet up there? Y'all got a lot of rain. I know that.
What's the email?
My car.
My car?
You got it? You got it right? All right. All right. So Lisa, yeah, no, you got to just be sure you make sure correct email, make sure everything's correct, because he's going to mail it out. And if there's a problem, I'll have to contact him, or you'll have to contact him in there. Who you work for? Keesler, like the credit union. Oh, you're on vacation. You're from Mississippi. Well, no, it's still he'll have to mail it to you. It doesn't help you be here by me. It doesn't now.
I just emailed you a picture of the answer.
It's evil time. I know that's what I should have put up was a picture and maybe give him a better chance. Guys, I've never seen anybody take that long to get that answer right. I mean, that was crazy. Look at it. Oh, look, see, Amelia. I mean, Emily knows her. She said, "Right, I wonder if I can share this." Oh no, it won't let me do it on here. Will it? Come on out of there. No, it's in my email. When I bring it out. Guys,
You want to put it on there?
So many of y'all wrote and didn't get it right. I mean, the Indiana Jones should have been a dead giveaway. Harrison Ford is. I mean, that should have been a dead giveaway. I can. Well, even back then, he was still a bigger star than his two co-stars. Yeah, he was already starting to make it in the world. As far as what's his name that played Luke, I really never seen him do anything after that. And the princess didn't do all that much after that. I mean, she did some, but not as much. Oh, I tell you what, I will throw in a lightsaber if y'all can guess what my favorite Star Wars was. You ain't never gonna get it. So yeah, I'll tell you this: it wasn't one of the movies. Ooh, that made it even harder on y'all two now. No, actually, no. Come Wednesday, I might. If I'm feeling a terrible mood, I might give this stack away behind me. Now they're all different. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all 8 of these books are different. And the reason why is I know, and then there's, I might give those away with it. That's 24. Because I know coming in a couple of days, a lady's sending me, I think it's a 5 or 6 book set that John and Emily had on sale. It's, oh, now I can't remember which set of books it was. See, my brain is fried. I need to take like a vacation in the Bahamas and go hang out with what's his name? What's his name that's in jail?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hang out in jail with him. He's going to be news for quite some time to come. But you know what? Since it's Wednesday, but that's only 3 days, 4 days before. I will ask him tonight when I talk to him when I send him this information for this because we have. He originally it was going to be 12. I think we're up to almost 18 now or 20. He pitched in at least another 10. Well, one of them he's sending me for a personal thing, but so at least another 9. So we'll give away 3 of them on Wednesday. Yes,
and I'll do this thing too as well. Anybody who's listening here, like if they go to Galaxy Press and then they email me at I think it's info at galaxypress.com. And they just say that you heard me on your show, whatever they buy, I'll throw in another special book on their order, on top of the order. They go in, whatever they order, just email me at info@galaxypress.com, say that you heard about it on the Centralist with you, and then I'll make sure another book is added into the order at no charge, free.
There you go, Carrie. You should jump on that right there. Well, no, we're done for giving away stuff tonight, but we'll be giving away stuff Wednesday too. I got to go through what books I got left. because I got to give some away for the New Year's. But I think we're still holding pretty good. I had John and them sent me a good amount, and then I had two other people send me a good amount. And Borders sent not Borders. What's the other one? Sent me a random 12
Barnes and
box.
Noble?
Yeah, Barnes and Noble sent me a random 12 box set. Just random books. Some of them are cookbooks. I mean, it's just weird stuff. Some are cookbooks. Some are good stories. Some are just weird stuff. There's even a book in there, How to Learn Tarot. I mean, it was like whatever was left over, stuck in a box and sent them. But so y'all will find out when I find out what we're sending out. So at the same time as I'm pulling them out of boxes. But Friday we're going to count. Really, I mean, Wednesday we're going to really just go on the lightsabers and the books I've got left over from Writers of the Future. Well, I want y'all to get in these stories because I want people out there to read the stories and realize what it is that you can be doing for yourself. I mean, these days on the internet, if you're an excellent writer or a good illustrator, you can be making buku. And if you win Writers of the Future, that's a big step to getting you there. Well, I didn't know in the beginning, but after knowing John and Emily for as long as I have now and being involved, I've got to talk to all the judges and they really do want to help you out. Plus, they have a pretty good workload themselves, and I have seen some of them refer people for jobs or help them get jobs or stuff like that, or even go work for them. So you just never know what's going to come out of this until you win, and you can't win unless you what submit. Just hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. Yes, this will come from an archive tomorrow. Sometimes it'll post archive and it will stay up permanently. I will put on there later tonight. I will put on that book giveaway coming up on Wednesday. And at Wednesday and Friday, we'll be on next Friday before Christmas. Oh, yeah. I'll probably be dressed up like a freaking reindeer or something, but I got to watch my family get crazy. And my two little elves. I'll have my two dogs dressed up as elves, and we'll have helpers.
Aww.
If they wouldn't slime her in the books, I'd let them bring them over to. Man, that much. She couldn't keep her mouth on any of these. Lola's mouth only opens about that much. She's growling at me to dance. And you're a real threat. I'm scared. Stay away from my toes. That's all I'm worried about. There and what are y'all? Last week of April, second week of April. Where are y'all this year for the gala?
April 28th.
Yeah, so last week of April, they're gonna have the gala. So y'all can't get into this year; it's too late. But you can submit for next year.
That's right. But you can watch the gala event live online. It'll be streaming at 7 p.m. live.
And if you want to get an idea, last year's is on my home site at uprn.com, uprntalkradio.com. You can go over and take a listen to it there, or take a view of it there, actually. It's streamed through YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube as well. But you can go over to YouTube for Writers of the Future, and they have last year's and this year's, or last year's and the year before last. And there's a lot of great stuff in there. Y'all should go watch it and see. But it gives you an idea if you win how you're going to be treated. Yeah, you get the red carpet treatment. And some of you bums don't deserve it.
And just using it as a bridge. We're coming into the holiday season. Some people are on vacation too. So we've got that online writing course that people can take and get through in the time that you're going to be off, to be able to learn from the best of the best on how to write short stories, to be able to submit a story to the contest. It's free to take the course, free to enter. And if you've got the time, we've got the wherewithal to help you do it.
Donna, the course isn't hard. I'm just not patient. Go ahead, Amy. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just saying, just go to writersofthefuture.com and it's right there.
Yeah. So, no, it's a good course. It teaches stuff. Let me tell you, I've been real lucky with this because I've taken the course, 2/3 of the course. I don't want to lie. And I got to sit. So it was weird. So the year before last, I spent a lot of time with the illustrators, which I still can't draw, but I learned a lot. But this year I spent a lot of time with the writers. And I got to say, I pumped out 12,000 words. Y'all been on me about a novel forever. And I got 12,000 words that last time I was up there. So I learned a lot. Now, granted, it probably needs a lot of editing and a lot of stuff and a lot of spell check and things like that. But I think
that's secondary.
Yeah. And well, no, I'll cheat. I'll send it to Emily and say, Emily, fix this damn thing. No, it's not cheating. I can't help it if I know them. And look, y'all know my editing is not real good. So it's but the point being is, by being there, my goofy ass who ain't been to write anything, other than essays on, when I was in school. It's I learned a lot from it. And if I can learn a lot, God, anybody who writes can learn what 5 times as much as I did. Because I wouldn't always pay attention. Sometimes I was harassing somebody like Sarah or John or somebody or Emily when she put you to work too. It's but the, I don't know how to really explain it. I mean, the 2 years I was there, there's a real good. Everybody's really comfortable. And I know the people who came there are nervous. I understand that. But even they feel more relaxed. After like day 2, I noticed everybody was kind of relaxing in, getting to know each other. I didn't see any real big spats or anything like that. Now, I'm not privy to everything, people, but I will tell you this: everybody who works for Writers of the Future and Author Services, I had access to all of them, unfeathered access. John and Kid, just go ask them whatever you want, and none of them hesitated to ask me. So one thing when people lie is when they got to stop and think about what they're going to say. There wasn't no stopping thing. They just told me what they were doing or what was on their mind or whatever. So all I can tell you is you'll be treated really well. It gives you a step up. I mean, if you go into any job and say, "Hey, I want Writers of the Future," boom, you're already up one level. The guy's going, "Really? Okay, you might be up 2 levels." It might help you to get the job over the next guy that's coming in or the guy who just came in before you. So try. Again, it never hurts to try. You never know who's going to win. You just don't know until you try it.
That's right.
What do you mean? How much do they pay me? About $100,000 a year. How's that? How much do they pay me? No, man, it doesn't work that way. Because I know I've told the story a million times, but I was on John's ass for a while. And a matter of fact, when Jeff and I were talking about that last night, and, it's just when you hear stuff, you just got to make sure, because we sponsor a lot of different people, and they're exactly what they say they are. There's no funky monkey business going on. There's no harassment of any kind. They take really good care of y'all. Which it's got to be aggravating because some of y'all are aggravating. So, John and Emily have way more patience than I've ever had. And not just them. I mean, Joni, the whole bunch of them. There's just a great crew over there that work really well together. And if there are problems, you don't get to see them. Okay. That's how well they work together. It stays wherever it needs to stay. It doesn't get drug out in the middle of everything. It doesn't any drama. And by the way, there wasn't any drama. Not me knock on wood. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but there's not. It just, for me, for y'all to win with them, I think you'll be much better off in so many ways that I can't mention than if you submit it to any other publishing company out there. Other publishing companies do this, and I've interviewed with a few of the other ones, and a lot of them were just like, it's kind of sketchy, and there was always some kind of something involved, or they wanted to keep your material. They either wanted you to pay something, or they wanted to keep having rights over your material or whatever. These guys weren't like that. As far as I know, the only thing you got to pay for is your dinner, and that's a good thing because I know some of you people can eat. I'm just saying, it's and see, that's a question I just asked somebody, and like I said, they just answered without thinking about it or anything. It's just these kind of things you need to know, because when you're going to submit anything to anybody, you need to know it's the right people to go to and guide people. How many people I endorse in my life? 3. Let's be honest. I'm not easily swayed to do it. I really like them. Emily and John are great people. Everybody I've met over there at both places are great people. Yeah, I mean, they're all nice people. What can I say? They're nice and good looking at the same time. You can't ask for better. I mean,
yeah, look at her.
I know. Well, I was talking about you, but we all know she's good looking. But that's a given. Yeah, they all worked their butts off. Let's just put it like that. I mean, they literally worked their butts off. It's a nonstop thing for the whole week. Everybody's there. And I'm not going to lie to you. If you're an illustrator or if you're a writer, you're going to work while you're there. But you're going to learn things you're just not going to learn anywhere else. My all-time favorite is the 24-hour story. I shouldn't say that online because I might scare people.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite by far.
They get prepped for it.
Yeah, they do. And, they got excellent illustrators there. I've met several top-of-the-line illustrators there. All of them doing quite well for themselves. And as far as the judges go, as far as the writer judges go, you can't ask for better judges. Well, they're going to probably rotate judges from time to time. That's what happens when you do this. But still, win is all I can tell you. You can't win if you don't plug it in. I'll tell you a little secret. What I would do is I would go cruise around both their sites, Galaxy Press and Writers of the Future, take a look around, see what you do. If you want to get a little cheap, maybe read a little L. Ron stuff, give you put you in the right kind of mood to write. But you need to write from you, from your soul, your heart, whatever it is, your brain, however you write. That's what you need to write from. You don't need to copy anybody. And again, the worst thing that's happened is you won't win. And nobody's going to come shoot you. Men in Black are not going to show up at your house. I promise. It's not going to be that way.
No.
I wouldn't endorse them otherwise.
Blind
Wait, you broke up right as you said that.
Well, I said it's a blind judge contest, so your name won't even be connected to what the judges see.
Yes, and that's the whole thing I wanted to go see people, and that's exactly why I was so disappointed. I thought I had their asses. But hey, it's exactly what it seems. That's all I can tell y'all. But again, you can't win if you don't submit. So submit,
Right.
win, and then you get to meet John and Emily. Yes, they're nice people, good people. Hey, they're just good people. So you'll get to meet them. My favorite is Joni, though. That woman is just like the whirlwind. She's like the whirlwind on dude. That woman is just, and then Emily's right over there. It's like two whirlwinds going on. I should have videotaped y'all last year. Y'all was moving around so much. It's great to watch them. They are workaholics, and they put on a really good show. They take care of all of y'all. Anybody who wins and makes it there, they take really good care of y'all. They really put on a top 100 event. The gala is fabulous. It's just like any other gala in Hollywood. You can look for yourselves. Just go watch the gala. You're going to be in there. You're going to get on stage and talk and the whole 9 yards. Yes. Denise is like, I just passed out. I just fainted. Well, if you don't submit your book, you can't faint. How's that? My rule about if you don't vote, you can't bitch. Well, you can't. If you don't submit, you can't faint. So y'all get over there and do it. But any other words from him, guys, since I've been yapping for the last 10 minutes?
No, just the main thing is it's a happy holidays. And for anybody that's into reading, if you know people that like to read, these are great stories. They're really good for middle school on up. And like I said, anybody that goes to Galaxy Press to check out the books, gets any books. If you also then email me at info@galaxypress.com and just say you heard of me tonight on the Centralist, I'll send you another book on top of that for free of whatever you order. And so you'll get it as a gift for whoever you've got that likes to read. And if you know somebody that's an inspiring writer or artist, I said, like Emily said, and Joe, you've been saying, Joe, too, it's free to enter. It's open to anybody that's not professionally published. And you can't win if you don't enter. And it's just the only way a writer writes is the only way that he becomes better is by writing. So you can learn from this. Here comes the lightsaber. The only way
I was just about to say happy holidays and be safe, and Joe whips out a lightsaber.
By the way, all the lightsabers come with the fighting blade. So in case you want to whack your husband, your spouse, your friend, your wife, whoever it may be, you can whack them with it. My stepdaughter tries to attack me with hers all the time. I'm like, we have saber fights down the hallway. my wife threatened to videotape it, so we said we'll go somewhere else. It's just, running down the hallway in my shorts and my socks is not what the world needs to see. Trust me. It's what is that, Marcia? Who? No, they're going to come back and visit, hang out with us a little while. We just ended up running over late because I was babbling, but. Now I want to see everybody. The more people submit, the better. And look, if you don't win this year, submit. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. You can submit 4 times a year. 4, not once, but 4. And you might get a letter back saying maybe if you do this, this, or that with your book, and then resubmit it, or you might just submit something new. But it does go to the judges with a number. So,
yep.
And you just hope you win.
Yeah, maximum 17,000 words.
Say what, Jeff? What was I talking? Oh, you mean his daughters? No, they weren't. They came on camera after we got off the air. Yeah, well, they were cooking or cleaning or something. I don't know what they're also whirlwinds. Them two. Holy cow!
Oh yeah.
It's great because they have opposite points of views on politics. I was talking to both of them, so it was great. I was trying to know how to kill it. Don't kill each other. Oh no, they're bright young ladies. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with their dad. I'll smack you upside your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's gonna have much patience with y'all. But no, they were great. I know. Y'all caught them. Wait, where were they? They must have been on one of the videos we did somewhere along the line. They must have been on one. But no, they're fun too. The whole, like I said, everybody associated with this is just fun people. Is Todd a judge? Somebody just asked me if Todd was a
Yes.
judge. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think I should have known that.
He became a
Todd's
judge
a lot of
after the
fun.
Comcast. Yeah.
Todd's a lot of fun. Him and I crack out. We were cracking each other up this year, man. It was ridiculous. And then poor students thought, the poor winners thought we were cracking up at them. Had nothing to do with them. There was like 6 of them sitting over here. And him and I were just laughing. We were looking at something behind them. I guess they just thought, why are these two laughing at us? The little skinny guy, little guy who works with Tom Wood came over and asked, why y'all laughing? I said, we're not laughing at you. We was laughing at the guy that fell out the door coming in the door. That's what we were laughing at. Had nothing to do with y'all whatsoever. It was great. No booze allowed. I'm sorry. No, nobody drinks these things. What are you talking about? No, we're not even going there. That's shame on all y'all people even thinking that. LA don't serve booze, right, people? Midnight, they ain't no booze. 2 a.m., they ain't no booze. It's not like the rest of the country where there's booze everywhere. It's no, really. I'm gonna say this last time. I'm gonna get out of here. The Goodwins are great. If you get to ever meet them, you're gonna really enjoy them. They're really hardworking people. They put on an event that really helps literacy around our country. Actually, nowadays around the world, and we need to all help literacy. Really. I meet people sometimes that have 3rd grade, 4th grade reading skills. I'm like, really? That I can't read a novel because their skills aren't going to let them do it. No, I read better than I talk when I'm reading, yeah. But it's just go out, buy a book, share a book. I prefer if you buy one from galaxypress.com. Oh, you can get their stuff on Amazon, but I would rather you go to John's site and get it. They're all over the place. Yeah, it's not just
we're at
you don't
Amazon,
have this,
we're at Barnes and Noble. We're at
Books a Million.
Yeah, Books a Million down there in your neck of the woods.
They're all over the place. So go out and buy a book. Like I said again, I'd rather you go to galaxypress.com, but feel free. But buy a book, share a book. Put it in your little library in your corner. Share the book, give it around. Yeah. Actually, if you're going to do that, you need to buy one for yourself and one for the share. Really, do you really want to be reading? It's COVID, people. I knew I was going to get in trouble when I said that. Anyway, we got to get out of here, everybody. I want to thank everyone for driving me crazy in the sweet messenger thing. Again, y'all do know you can talk to us on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. That's why we have that. Pretty soon, I don't know how the Roku thing's going to work. That's what that's going to be a question next week. What's going to be the name of the Roku channel? That's going to be for all 3 of the lightsabers we give away. That's going to be the question next week. What is the name of the Roku channel? So it may or may not be published by then. So if it's not, you're going to have to get creative. Is all I can tell you. Remember, the email is always icar@cox.net. You can find us there anytime. You can write to us there anytime. And I always got to give a shout out for Michelle DeRoche because she's been working her happy buns off. She's brought in, I think, 4 new shows in the last week. So we're going to have I think our morning shows are going to end up being from the UK and Australia. Now, that's great. I'll have to put them on an FM tower because they'll just love that accent. Yeah. I make money off of that one. But yes, as soon as I know about Roku, it will be posted on all of our Facebook pages and all of our other pages, so you can find it. Everybody will be on television now, so you got to be pretty when you're on TV. I'm just gonna scare the children now, but that works for me. No, that's not. Don't go with the name. Let's just stop. We're going to leave now. Y'all can work on a name Wednesday. Just make you a list of names. Y'all know what the name of this station is. So, is it this or is it something else? Or did I add something into this name? Yes. You better hope I got Roku going. On that note, guys and girls, we're going to get out of here. Please stay tuned for Bill Scott. Oh my God. For Spaced Out Radio. And I'll see y'all all next week.
Good night.